So I wanted to do a video to highlight for you guys the idea of a homologous chromosome, since some people seem to have trouble or difficulty with that topic. So to break down the word, the prefix homos means same, and when we say logos, we're saying ratio or proportion. And so what a lot of you gave me for a definition of homologous is same information. Okay, but in biology we need to add some more information or detail onto that for the way homologous is used with respect to sexual reproduction. So in biology, a pair of homologous chromosomes is a pair of chromosomes where one is inherited from the male parent, okay, in this case the purple one, and one is inherited from the female parent, in this case the red chromosome. So in biology, the idea here is that you received one chromosome of each pair in the sperm cell that made the individual and one member of the pair from the egg cell that created whichever individual. Now, between these two chromosomes, they contain genes for the same trait, right? So whatever gene R is, gene P, they both have genes for the same traits present on this homologous pair of chromosomes. So we could say that this is chromosome number 5, whatever that happens to be, and that these are all traits that would be present just on chromosome number 5. Now, one of the key things about the homologous chromosomes, they don't always have to have, as in down here, the same copy or the same version of the gene. And so we can see that they're representing different versions of that trait by using capital and lowercase letters. So in this case, the mom provided gene capital C, while the dad provided gene lowercase c. And then whatever capital C and lowercase c make when present in an individual will determine the trait, however those two genes happen to interact. Now I think one of the places where this starts to get confusing is when we start examining karyotypes and thinking about how many chromosomes are actually present in an individual. And so this is actually the karyotype of a cell in interphase before replication. What we should see is that we've got our 23 pairs of chromosomes all the way down to 22, and we've got X and Y being the sex chromosomes. In this case, we're looking at somebody who's a male. So 23 pairs. In normal times, when the cell's not getting ready to divide, they have just one of each of the chromosomes. So one of these chromosomes came from originally from their mom in the egg, and the other one came from their dad in the sperm. And these chromosomes will have, remember, across them, they will have genes for the same traits at the same locations, but they could have different copies of the gene. This is the idea behind homologous chromosomes. They have the same information, but one of them originates from the male parent of this individual, and the other originates from the female parent of this individual. So here again we have another karyotype. We can once again see the 23 pairs. Again, we have an X and a Y chromosome, and this is male. The big difference here is that these are being shown after they have gone through replication. So now we have the X-shaped chromosome structures, which, as we know because we know our stages of meiosis, these X-shaped structures during meiosis 1, prophase 1, metaphase 1, will be lined up next to each other as a tetrad. But these are homologous, and during all other parts or times of the cell cycle, they wouldn't be replicated, so they wouldn't be in the X structure that we see here. But it's still one member of each pair has maternal genetics, as in from the mom of whoever's body this is happening in, and the other member of the pair has paternal genetics, as in genes coming from the dad of whoever's body these chromosomes are in. So to just kind of borrow this picture, and this isn't what this picture is meant to show, but it's what we're going to use it for. The dad in this picture has both a light gray and a blue version of a gene to give, and so he can distribute those genes to his children. He either gives a light blue or a gray, and the same thing with the mom. The mom has dark blues only, so she can only give dark blue versions of this gene to her children. And so each child gets a copy of the chromosome from the mom and a copy of the chromosome from the dad. So the homologous chromosomes is the set of chromosomes that contain maybe different versions, but the same genes of that chromosome, one from each parent.